Hey everyone, this is Hotsauce. I wanted to do another video for my Unequipped Mod Manager. There's been a lot of updates recently, and I know a lot of you use the video as a starting point, so I figured I'd kind of update the content to match what you're going to see in game. So you see I'm logged into the Hotutils website, and I'm going to go into the Unequipped Mod Manager. For those of you who are new and watching this video for the first time, the goal of the Unequipped Mod Manager is really to help you with your farming. It's about being able to define mods that you're not interested in, which I called garbage, and be able to define mods that you are interested in, called desired, that you'll never want to sell. Then it helps search through your entire Unequipped mod inventory, categorize them, and allow you to take mass upgrade or mass sell type options on them. So I'm going to kind of go through. I'm going to delete this existing garbage filter just for now, and we'll start from scratch here. The two options up here, you're seeing separate incomplete mods. So you'll see it's any mods that have unexposed secondaries have been put into this group to let me take. Then you'll see there's a garbage mods category, so it's automatically picking a 3 dots mod out there to that. And then there's the unattached mod. So every other mod in my inventory that isn't classified as garbage or desired will end up in there. So your goal essentially should be to start reducing the number of unmatched mods you have by creating filters for things that you're either not interested in or interested in. So let's do an example of that. So I'm going to add new. I'm going to call this profile my garbage filters. I'm going to pick garbage mods and create. I'm now going to add a filter to that, and I can have many filters as part of a profile. So I'm going to go non-speed arrows as an example. So I want an arrow with any stat other than speed, and also where speed is not a secondary on that arrow. So speed's equal to 0 on it. And I'm going to click save. Now let's think of something else. Let's say I want a low tier, low speed mod. I'm not going to want to invest any slicing materials or further upgrades into these types of mods. So I'm going to say if it's an E tier mod, which is a gray, and the secondary speed is less than 3, well, we'll say less than 4, I'm going to consider this garbage, no matter, which one it is. I will actually exclude arrows from that though, because I of course wouldn't want a speed arrow to show up in this. So let me click save, and then let's add one more level to that. I'm going to say we're going to call this a green low speed. So same deal. I'm going to say this is going to apply to green, and when the speed is less than, let's say, 7, again, personal preference, I'm not interested in that green as well. So now you'll see I'm starting to create filters of things I want to hunt for, find, get rid of, and whatnot. So now that I went back to the main Unequipped Mod Manager, garbage filters is active, and now you're seeing a whole bunch more mods now drop into my garbage mod selection, and I have, mass sell action on those mods. Now the flip side of this is I want to create a desired mod. So let me add new, and we're going to say this is a desired mod filters. Desired mods. Let's add a new filter to that. We'll say, high speed gray. Well, yeah, I guess whatever we want to do, we'll just do the reverse. So I'm going to go speed is greater than 3, and we're on a gray. So now if I come back to my screen, you're now seeing all these mods which match my condition now drop in, and these ones are obviously ones I'm going to be interested in slicing in game. Currently the site itself doesn't allow you to slice, you still have to go through in game, but again, the purpose of this really is to quickly categorize upgrade, sell, and then so you can go in game and decide what you want to do. So let's just do a couple of these options. So first of all, I have a set of incomplete mods here. I want to expose all the secondaries on it. So when I take an action on this, so you'll see I can upgrade a single tier, which would take, a level 3 to a level 6, or if it was a level 6, it would go to a 9. So you're basically jumping one tier. Or I want to just upgrade and expose all secondaries on all mods. So the system will determine what level it has to go to. So this blue down here, for example, it's only going to go one more tier, but this gray, it's going to have to go 3 more tiers to show all secondaries. So that all happens as part of the process. So I have all mods selected in here. I'm going to go upgrade and expose. If you're doing more than 10 mods, it's going to take you to the secondary screen where it's going to print out all your mods and get a confirmation. I'm seeing credits available on my account, total cost, my credits after, and it's asking me to confirm it. I'm going to go ahead and confirm this operation. So some of these operations, when we're talking about upgrading 60 some mods, I mean, that's literally thousands of clicks. Plus you're having to guess, move the slider and land on what level and whatnot. You guys all know what a complete pain in the butt that is. This operation on the site can take a bit of time. 60 mods is probably going to take you a minute, but I'd hazard to guess it's going to take you half an hour to do this kind of thing in game. It's brutal. We all know it. So I'm just going to pause here for a minute while this finishes. There we go. It's finished. It now has filled in all the secondaries on all the mods and giving me, an update of the result. As soon as I go return now to the main screen, it's now, you'll see there's no more incomplete mods categories. It's now put everything into garbage or desired. If the locked is on, it means the mod has been marked as locked in game, and my system's going to ignore that until you go in game and remove that locked off of the mods. Let me see if I can see. If it's in a loadout, there's also loadout. Maybe I don't have any mods right now in a loadout. You'll see several gears on the mod, and if you hover over the loadout symbol, it will tell you what loadout that mod is in, the name of the tab and the name of the loadout and whatnot. Of course, you cannot sell excuse me, you cannot sell mods if they're in a loadout or move them around, so part of that is just being able to identify whatnot. So now we have a big selection of garbage mods in here. I'm just going to take a few of these. I'll just see. Now I see double offense on this mod. Some people might want to keep that. So again, you might want to create a filter where double offense is going to not be included in a garbage mod. So let's go through that for example. So I'm going to edit my desired filters. I'm going to add a new filter called double offense. And I'm going to apply it to any mod, that's fine. And I'm going to say secondary is greater than 0 for offense, and offense percentage is greater than 0. So kind of a double offense scenario here. We're going to click save and come back. So now in our garbage mods section, we should no longer see any sort of double offense type mods, and if we go into desired, they're going to be appearing in there as well. So you guys get the idea. It's to quickly do it. Now let me show you an example of just slight selection. So I'm going to select 3, and again, so if I select up to 10, it's going to go to the other screen. If I select less than 10, it's going to let me kind of do on the fly commands. So I've selected these 3. I'm going to say I don't want them, so I'm just going to click sell. I just get a simple confirmation and it lets me sell them from that site. Now if we were going to go to desired, you know what? I've got some level 12 5 speeds here. I'm going to want to take them up to 15 so I can slice them in game. I just picked all 3. I'm going to upgrade to max, and you'll see it will upgrade them all to 15. We're done. So those mods have been upgraded in game now at this point. The current credits up here will reflect based on the actions you're taking. There's also some filtering and sorting on top of all this. So you know what, I've defined my garbage and desired, but I want to go ahead and only be considering transmitters or squares right now. I can just do that and click apply, and it adds that filter on top of everything else to filter to just those or certain tiers or whatnot. I'll cancel that. Change sort. My primary sort right now is by speed or tier, but you can change that, and you can go up to 3 levels of sorting for what it's going to sort in there. Hide equip mods is on by default. If I take that off, it now is going to include all character mods in those different categories. I do not allow you to sell if it's on a character. The system will ignore those selections. You'll see that there's no sell button coming up, so it is going to ignore those selections, but at least this helps if you have some garbage mods filters to help search your current character's inventory and at least determine if you might have some junk on some other characters that you want to get rid of or replace or whatnot. Those are the main areas I wanted to cover. Again, this is all available at the Chili tier on my Patreon, and please feel free to comment or come find me on Discord. Thanks, everyone.